All right, congratulations on requesting my ultimate keyword list for plumbing and HVAC contractors. We've went ahead and sent this off to you via email. It should be in your inbox in the next 5 to 8 minutes. In the meantime, watch this quick video to understand kind of what this keyword list is, how you can leverage it, more importantly, how you can start to generate more leads and more sales by understanding what your prospects are typing when they need your services. Our team has spent a lot of time researching and trying to figure out what customers type into Google and to other engines when they're looking for plumbing, HVAC, home service related services. Now, you're in good hands because the exact keyword strategy that we've put in place has now worked for hundreds of plumbing and HVAC companies in some of the most competitive markets in the United States. One of the companies we work with, Lawrence Snow from Valley Plumbing, full service plumbing company based in Utah, was able to grow from 1 technician to 18 trucks and is consistently adding a new truck every 9 months. And so we're gonna be unpacking this keyword research with you and kind of showing you what people are typing so that you can prioritize your SEO strategy, your pay-per-click strategy. We'll even talk a little bit about how to leverage that data to implement it on your website, to implement it in your strategy to get better results. My name is Josh Nelson. I'm the founder of Plumbing and HVAC SEO, the author of How to Triple Your Sales by Getting Your Internet Marketing Right. And I'm honored to share this information with you. Like, we every day are working with hundreds of plumbing and HVAC companies in some of the most competitive markets and helping them dial in their internet marketing strategy. So I'm really excited to share this with you. You know, I find most home service companies, when it comes to SEO, when it comes to keyword research, you know, they know that there's keywords people are typing in, but they have no idea what they are. They have no idea how they would research that. More importantly, how they would implement it. But you're spending a lot of money in marketing with, you know, SEO companies, with pay-per-click companies. You've tried the gamut, and it can be frustrating when you feel like you're spending the money and you're not getting the results. And really, that's why I wanted to share this information with you. I wanted to share with you our research, our homework, so that you can really tap into the understanding of how this works. So it will be really hard for me to go through a keyword research on this board. So I'm going to kind of share my screen here and walk you through the document that we've just sent to you. So it's a little bit text heavy. We talk about like what keyword research is, why it's important, really the type of customer intent that you're looking for when someone's looking for you. But we've also given you the keywords with the search volume, and we've broken it down by plumbing and HVAC. So at the very top, we've got plumber, plumbing, water filtration system, clogged toilet, bathroom remodeling, tankless water heaters, right? And the list goes on and on. And it's interesting, most people, when they think about SEO or paid search for their plumbing or HVAC company, they just think plumber, plumbing, AC repair, HVAC contractor. But there's lots of different things that your customer's typing in when they need your services. And sometimes the longer tail term, like plumber, is a certain level of intent. I need someone to come on and do something in my home, where let's say they typed in backflow certification, right? I don't know if you do that in your service, but that is a very high intent search. Like when they type that term, there might not be tons of them in your market, but when they type it, they've got a very specific need and they're looking to do something right away. So it's important to pay attention to the keywords that get tons of search volume, but also some of the longer tail terms that you might not think of. Now, it's really important that you don't just grab this list and say, okay, I'm going to go after repiping and trenchless sewer replacement and tankless water heaters. You also want to think about how that applies to your local geography, right? You serve a very specific area. Let's call it a 25 to 55 mile radius. We want to make sure you're coming up for those terms on maps in the very local proximity, but you're also coming up in the organic results when someone types in, let's just say Denver plumber, Denver emergency plumber, Denver water heater repair, water heater replacement. And so we've also shared this spreadsheet with you that walks you through the actual list, right? Because this document is intended to kind of showcase the information and help you understand it and kind of go back and implement it. The spreadsheet that we've linked here really walks you through the actual list, right? And so I'll zoom in a little bit so you understand what you've got. But this is the list sorted by volume. It's really nice to have that in a Google spreadsheet. Now, It's not lost on me that having this keyword list is useful. Like, you could toss this over the fence to maybe your SEO guy or your pay-per-click guy, but really understanding how you would take this and infuse it into your website is equally important. And so we put together some training here that walks you through how to set this up and how to implement it in your business. So I hope this is helpful, but at the most basic level, we would want to take those keywords, have a page on your website for each of them, and then we would want to make sure those keywords are in the title tag, the H1 tag, and the content on your site. And then we would want to build authority around those pages with unique content and with a link strategy to build up authority. And by doing that, you can rank for almost all of the different keywords your customers are looking for in your service area and in the little cities and towns that you operate with as well. So I highly recommend downloading the spreadsheet and then checking out that additional training. So let me come back to my big screen so I can kind of point you back to the big picture. So understanding keywords, right, and doing keyword research is part of your internet marketing strategy, but it kind of sits over here in where you're going to drive leads through organic SEO and maybe a little bit through paid search. You have to understand that. But really, to accelerate your growth, you need to be looking at driving leads, maximizing conversion, and really optimizing your results. And this is what we call our accelerated growth model for plumbing and HVAC companies. And it's proven to triple your sales by getting your internet marketing right over the next 12 months. And that's whether you're at $1 million right now or at $10 million right now. There is an approach that could be put in place to triple your sales over the next 12 months. And it really starts with driving leads, right? We want to drive leads organically, which is part of what we're working on here today, right? Understanding the keywords, setting up our website so we can rank, driving the links and the citations to move up the search results. But then there's also paid, right? Local service ads, Google ads, tapping into the pay-per-lead services like Home Advisor, Angie, things like that, right? To really increase our lead flow. And then there's database marketing, which most home service companies don't even think about, but you've got past customers, you've got current customers, you've got people that have inquired about your services over the years, names, phone numbers, email addresses. We can market to that group via phone, via SMS, via email to generate leads. And those are sometimes the lowest hanging fruit, because if they've done business with you in the past, they're very easy to convert, and we can just shake the bushes a little bit on a consistent basis. And when we do that right, we can really drive a lot of leads. Now, second to that, we've got to maximize conversion. You could generate tons of leads, but if you can't convert those leads into phone calls and those phone calls into booked jobs, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a leaky bucket. And so there's three things we focus on to maximize conversion. First, your website. We want to make sure your website's built to convert, and there's very specific things we can put in place to 2 to 10x the conversion rate from visitor to lead. From there, we got to make sure we optimize your reputation, right? The amount of reviews you have, the quality of reviews you have on Google, on Yelp, on the public online places. And then we want to make sure we're leveraging automation, right? The automation exists today where when someone requests information or when someone calls in, we can automatically follow up with them via SMS, automatically follow up with them via email, and really quickly and diligently over time. So we want to put automation in place. And when we do these three things, we can really maximize the amount of leads that we convert into booked jobs and into revenue. From there, we have to optimize the results. And there's three things when it comes to optimizing results. If we're going to triple our sales, we're going to probably need to efficiently spend more money, right? We're probably going to need to put more money into the right places to generate better results. We have to really dial in our average cost per lead based on line, right? So how much are we spending for a plumbing lead? How much are we spending for a drain cleaning lead? You need to really optimize those metrics so that you can scale up, right? So that you can spend your budget without blowing the budget, right? Having low return on investment. And that's the third part. It's to really optimize for return on investment, right? So we can look and see, out of all the things we're spending to generate leads, what's generating the best results, and really double down on that piece within the business. So that's kind of like zooming out. We looked at our keyword research and how that fits in organic, but to really optimize your growth and to really maximize your acceleration, we have to look at this big picture. So if you're interested in talking about how we can help you and how we can help you implement this to get better results, not just with your keyword research and with your SEO, but with your overall growth of your plumbing, HVAC, or home service business, I'd like to offer you what we call a lead flow acceleration session. Now, this is a free session where we do three things. First, we're going to get clear on what's holding you back, right? Where you're at right now, what your goal is. We're going to get clear by looking at the website, looking at the current SEO, looking at the current off-page factors, looking at your current paid search strategy. Get clear on what's preventing you from generating the amount of leads that you need to keep the trucks running, to add a new truck, and to triple your sales over the next 12 months. From there, we're going to map out a very clear plan, right? So if the goal is to triple the sales, we will show you, okay, so here's how much you would need to spend, here's what you would need to tweak on the website, here's what you need to modify with your paid search strategy to accelerate your growth to that next level. And then third, we'll decide if our program is a right fit for you. If it makes sense, if there's a clear delineation between where you are and what we can do, we'll talk about how our services work and whether it makes sense for us to work together. Now, this meeting isn't for everybody. We tend to work best with companies that are at least 3 trucks, at least $500,000 per year. If you're very committed to your growth, right? We really don't take this meeting if you're not serious about generating more leads, more sales, and growth within your business. And 3, if you don't believe online marketing is a fit, this probably isn't a good use of your time. But if you believe online marketing is an approach that if you dial in can help you accomplish your goals, you kind of meet those 3 criteria, click the button here on the page. Let's schedule your complimentary session. No pressure. You're going to walk away with a clear plan to triple your sales over the next 12 months. And if it makes sense, we'll also talk about working together. So that's it. Click the button here below to schedule your lead flow acceleration session, and we'll talk to you soon.